Hello, and welcome to my playthrough of Day of the Tentacle. It's my first ever recording of playing a game. I'm by no means any kind of speedrunner, so I won't be trying to shoot through the game or exploit anything, or
I don't think you should drink that.
I'm just going to be playing it. I've played it a few times.
It looks bad
It's
for
possibly
you.
one of my favourite games ever.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter, more aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could. Take on the world.
So basically, for anyone that's just kind of played the remastered version, like on a PS4 or whatever, there was a game before it called Maniac Mansion.
Just what I need for dissection
Little trivia, a lot of people
tomorrow.
play
I think I need that
these
for the
retro
lab.
games on Scum
You know,
VM.
like you could bite the head off or
And
whatever.
Scum, I can't remember the acronym, but basically the end of it stands for Maniac
Friend
Mansion,
of yours,
because it's the exact
Bernard?
same operating,
He belongs to
the same
Weird Ed
system they
Everson,
used to
and
run
it
it.
looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that purple tentacles mutated into an insane
This gives a
genius,
tiny bit of
and
backstory
Dr.
to that,
Fred's
well,
going to
homage
kill
to
them
it.
both.
Because in Maniac Mansion, you're basically running around this mansion that you're about to go to. You find out that Dr. Fred's robbed your girlfriend, and you play a really boring guy called Dave.
But now I know
But there's
that
also
I
a few
must
more
go
interesting characters, the most unique of which is Bernard here.
to the mansion.
So yeah, I mean, back in the day, Atari ST, Maniac Mansion, lordy loo, it absolutely blew my mind at the time. I think the only adventure games I played up to that point were just like text-based, so like The Hobbit and Eric the Unready, maybe Smuggler. When you got this game suddenly where you could click, you could choose where to take people. You walk into the kitchen and Nurse Edna would like run after you, and if she caught you, she'd take you to the basement and make all these weird sexual innuendos and tie you to a bed and stuff. It was a terrifying game at the same time. If you ever got caught in the hallways, you just go to the dungeon, and the entire idea was to get through the dungeon, get the door open, get the right people in there. Nobody at the time kind of knew that you had to have certain characters in order to complete the game. I don't know if that was like they didn't finish it properly and fully, or if it was just supposed to be part of the difficulty. But like, there was a room you could develop someone's photos in, and only one of you could do that. There's a way of sending off a manuscript, but you needed a writer for that. I think that's Wendy. And then Bernard could do quite a few things, including all the tools, which is a massive part of it, because you turn the lights on and off and stuff. So that's kind of how that game works. In this one, it's kind of time travel with three different characters. And you can sort of transport between different times and so forth, and affect the other's time. And create a bunch of paradoxes which just don't get addressed. I think that's Nurse Edna was her name.
Okay,
It was Dr.
we'll
Fred
spread
Edison.
out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
Laverne's my favourite character by
Well, I've
far.
got a show to set up later tonight.
Maybe Dr.
If
Fred.
I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
So, as with many point-and-click adventures, a large portion of that is just picking things up. So that's a patent for a vacuum cleaner, saying it should be in every American home. There's a help wanted sign asking for a moronic drone to do basic labour. There's a dime. Safe behind here, but there's no point going there yet. No point using the phone. We can pick this up.
I don't think I can pick that up.
Oh no, we can't. It's basically Tipex and a bank book of Dr. Fred's. And we can't get out of here or do anything else until we do this.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
I wish so much I could go back and play this game for the first time.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually, until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you
I remember
told
taking
us
this game round to a
that.
friend's house to play. He was a bit younger than me, and his computer was rubbish, so it was text instead of like audio.
Did you say Bernard?
But he insisted upon me reading out every
Okay,
single
you're
voice and
free to
giving it the
go.
right accent
Thanks,
because I
Bernard.
played it
Yes,
enough times.
thank you, naive.
It's a nightmare.
Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
I will not be doing it for this playthrough.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
In terms of point-and-click games, in terms of all
Well,
adventure
what
games,
possible harm could one insane
in terms of all
Tentacle
LucasArts
do?
games, this may be my favourite for a myriad of reasons, but especially just the
Dr.
graphics.
Fred.
I
What
love
have you done this
the
time,
odd
you
perspectives,
meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to
cartoony
use his
style,
evil
the
mutant
imagination,
powers to take over the
stairs going
world
off in that direction.
and enslave all humanity.
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, through the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people.
Such a great, simple concept. Have 3 different times. You just have the same place, but 3 different periods, and you get to see the same thing differently each time, which is interesting. You get to transport things between there, and you get a whole different
Well, I'll be.
level, effectively.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
And of course, the humour's always on point. My favourite game for
What
humour
could it all mean?
might be Monkey Island 1,
know. I don't want to know.
or one of the Grand Theft Autos.
Die. Die. We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It worked! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh.
So he's back in George Washington times. She's in the future, where basically tentacles have enslaved the Earth. And we're in the present, where purple tentacles just got the means to take over. Apparently it's caused by arms.
Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogons and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we gonna get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
So, pretty simple stuff. Now, I don't know how
Maybe I
Speed
put them
Gamer would actually do
upstairs.
this, but I'm just going to
That's
grab the
got to
plans
be
now.
it. Upstairs.
Try and get all the cinematics over and done with. So rather
I've got
than
the plans.
explore the rest of
Quick,
the house for
we
about
have to flush
20
them to
minutes,
Hoagie.
let's just
How
do
did
it
you
now.
get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
Puts Hoagie in the
You
picture.
really flushed them.
Yes,
Down the toilet.
no, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogon, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No, let's see if what's his name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in
There's going to be a number of times in this game when the engine just can't cope,
Now the toilet's back.
and it's always when there's like an animation sequence or when a paper comes and tells you, gives you an update. And all I can really do is sit through them, unfortunately.
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogon, Hoagie.
I know that one's when
To Red Edison.
I pick up all the coins off the floor and when I put them into the washing machine as well.
Great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Ba-dumsh.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here. I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
Right, start the game proper. So, in order to get excuse me, sorry, I've got such a cold at the moment. In order to get her involved in the game, I need to get some red paint. I think it's in the attic. Well, let's get a few other things whilst we're here. Get some coffee, because Dr. Fred likes his coffee. It keeps him going. Tell me about it. So, yeah. I'm gonna want to ignore this guy for now.
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
Once again, even
You
the
and
background
clown
characters
were
are
having a
amazing.
party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Good Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we Novelty Good Salesmen know how to have a good
I
time.
have no interest in you.
Gotta run.
Ciao, kid.
Great. I can spend hours trying to grab these and trying to work out how to actually get hold of them, and it's basically like that. Let's go up here. Maybe the paint isn't up here. It must be in Hoagie's time. Doesn't matter, like, I still need to walk around and grab everything.
Green!
Bernard!
What are you doing up
So in
here?
Maniac Mansion, which
I
is
couldn't
basically the
stop
prequel,
Purple, and he's gonna go out
Bernard
and conquer
kind
the
of
world,
befriends
and
Green
I'm afraid of
Tentacle.
what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
and they basically save the world by
What's up, Bernard?
grouping together and going and defeating Dr. Fred's security system to get into his place, so that the purple meteor, which is the real villain, can be taken away by the space police. So that's where he comes from. It's a cool dude.
See you later.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
Whilst we're in here, I'm going to grab a tape. I'm going to turn on the radio, which will shake the floor.
Wow, this is loud.
Go ceiling. It's not quite enough, so let's push this dude over. Now I've seen where people leave this music on throughout the entire game, and there's like odd little exploits or something. I think it's to get
Phew.
extra trophies or something. But I'm playing the original version here, so I'm not going to be doing that.
It's useless. No one will ever be interested in my design, so I'm ending my novelty inventing career right here in this tacky motel. How appropriate.
A bit of darkness. LucasArts. I adore LucasArts.
I can't even do this right.
Like problem favourite game franchise. Perhaps Bethesda, perhaps Rockstar. They're a bit obvious, but takes you a long time to work out. You can find things behind doors. I'll come back later when I've got another dime. Ooh, is the game going to pause? Doesn't look like it. Cool. Right, I'm going to go be Hoagie and then get Laverne involved with the game. I can only assume that the red paint is in the attic of this place. This time, rather. Not place. So, we've got a little letter here. Got a can opener. Got a painted application, that's basically the super battery that I need to charge the toilet to get home. Fred's going to ask for some oil, some gold, and vinegar, I think. So there's my oil. Let's put some water in this bucket for later. We're going to use that with the brush and some soap. In order to wash a car outside. If you speak to someone, they basically say, oh, let's get this done with. Some long conversations here. They basically tell you that every time they wash the car, ironically, it always rains. And there's a reason you need to get it to rain to create a storm. Well, just to rain, actually.
Hey,
What is it?
oh, I think I'll be moseying along now.
Well, don't mosey over anything breakable on your way out.
Is that a cowboy term or a Victorian age term?
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold. Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
So, you need to ask him to work for him. I'm going to send some of these things over because Hogan needs these.
I'll just run to the Chronojohn.
First time you do it,
There's something in
does
the
that.
Chronojohn.
If you're in the same room as it, you'll walk to it, but otherwise you'll just start to send it and you won't have to watch an animation. Send that over to him.
I'll
It's a very
use the
boring
chronojohn.
book. Send him the patent or whatever it is for the vacuum and help wanted. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to pick this up. And now I'll work for him.
What's this? Help wanted, moronic drone, assist genius, yada yada yada. Well, I'm the only genius around, and you look dumb enough. So pick up your lab coat and get to work. Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
Yeah, evil. Was it ambisinister? Sinister comes from left-handed. If you pull that, a maid comes. However, she doesn't take too long. And if you rough the place up first, she'll take longer, which means I can steal her soap.
Here I am, don't get your carols in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
In the grand scheme of things, I think she'll come to understand. Little homage to Sam and Max there, another game. Kind of felt like they came out at the same time, this and Sam and Max, but I don't know which was first. I imagine this was first, because Sam and Max has got a lot more in it.
I told you guys I'll get you the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got
Didn't need to
another
walk in
design
there.
change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
How about a skull with, like, scorpions in its mouth?
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
So we can turn that wine into vinegar. We can also boil this horse so that it goes to sleep.
The LA
If you talk to him, of course, he tells you that before he goes to sleep, he always takes his teeth out.
First, develop a rigorous elective grammar. If the elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa.
Oh, indeed.
Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late.
If you talk to him, he mentions the fact that his father developed a right-handed hammer for him, but let's give him a left-handed hammer instead.
Oh no!
In the future,
I've
well,
lost-
in the present, this statue exists in a room, and if you try and push an old lady out of that room, she will grab onto the sword.
Where hath gone the muse that once guided my
However,
hand
if we
to
do this,
such
it switches
care?
round,
Must
and there's no sword for it to grab
inspiration
onto
be
because it's
so
on the other arm.
transitory? Must art be so cruel?
Oh, lordy do.
I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned. Father was right.
Surely they can tell each other
We
apart from the
Edisons
voice.
are made to be scientists, that,
Don't
are
say
you?
that, Ned.
Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino. I'm glad we switched places. I think you're coming out quite well.
Recognise that sound effect from Discworld, or at least Discworld 2. Missing, presumed dead. Great game. So, here's our red paint. Here we go, lagging. Just gonna have to bear with it and wait for it to catch up. Sounds like the music from Triple Triad in Final Fantasy VIII. I adore retro games, and I think they're perfect.
Sounds like the cat's caught a moose up there.
I don't understand this sort of thinking they're old, because they're just perfect. Like, if you try to remake a lot of these games, yes, I've played some really good modern point-and-click games. The format works regardless. But I don't know how you can perfect this. Look at the graphics, it's beautiful. Listen to the sound effects. It's everything you need. Character design, the story, the concept. Game. Yeah, I suppose gameplay is reduced because it's point and click. But small sacrifice when a lot of modern day games just bore me. I have trouble with fighting games because you'd pay the same, like back in the day, if you pay for Skyrim, pay the same amount for like a fighting game, and at that time it was just a little arena, 2 dudes, 2 ladies. Never saw the sense of the only things I really like fighting games are the old fighting games, and that whole sort of Capcom music, look, feel, colour, arcade style basically. I like its links there. Right, let's go and get Laverne into the game.
Excuse me. Yes? Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington. Whoa, indeed. Is it true about you and the cherry tree? Oh yes, it's quite true. Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day. I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother. Lost it, have I?
Now we will get Laverne in the game.
I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby.
I wonder where this tree is in the present.
Oh, well, what do you know? There is a cherry tree out there.
Because you can't really explore outside of the present apart from the parking lot.
I said, come down from there at once!
Try to understand. I'm stuck in this.
Voila! You're quite a man. Yes, I know.
Lovely jubbly. So for the first part of the game with Laverne, she's going to be just, you can't really do much with her until you get outside and then pick up some stuff. Because otherwise you're under arrest.
Get me out of here! I haven't done anything.
Well, you must have done something or you wouldn't be here now, would you? You'd be out in the lobby with your tentacle owner, getting dressed up for the human show.
Owner?
Got a point.
No one owns me.
Gosh, no owner, you say? Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure someone will come adopt you before we have to put you to sleep.
Damn that Dr. Fred.
Hey, she knows the Edison family motto.
So that's what's becoming them in the future. Quite a sad image of Dr. Fred, really. He was a genius.
You-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
Let's do this
Ooh,
first.
I don't feel so good.
Actually, I shouldn't have done that
I
first.
think I'm going to
Oh, well.
throw up all over.
Uh-oh. Time to visit Dr. Tentacle.
Well, well, what have we here?
I feel pukey.
Indeed.
Indeed.
All right, now hold still.
Are you gonna use your scalpel?
No, of course not.
Darn. Do you want to use mine?
No.
I've never really looked at that diagram before.
What?
So the suckers are
What?
connected to their
What?
organs.
Just as I suspected.
What?
There's nothing wrong with you, human.
What a letdown.
Well, I'm late for the show.
So the
I'll
mouth
send your keeper back for you.
and the mouth and the eye are both connected to the lungs,
Sit. Stay.
and then the bottom one's
Goodbye.
connected to the stomach. So they must eat through the bottom hole. And which one relates to sort of, conception, so forth. Let's not ask if it's the same one as another. Okay, so we've got to get her outside.
Hey, how'd you get out? Get back in there. I wish Dr. Tentacle would stop losing patience.
It's an old joke.
You-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
Guy.
I have to go to the bathroom.
So let's go back to the
that's
chrono,
a good
John.
one. Imagine a human using a bathroom. Come on, let's take a walk.
I know that Chronos
Okay, human.
stands for
Do your
time or
business.
something. I've seen the film. Right, so we can send this to him. Send this to him. Send this to her. That's her. That's her. That's her. There's one thing that can help you in a game, it's a crowbar.
Here, perhaps these are your keys.
Where? Gimme.
Jack Nicholson, that.
Hey, thanks, pal. Keep the crowbar.
Thank you, masked man.
What sort of person would carry around this many keys?
The crowbar. I always forget if I'm in the same scene, I've got to watch and walk to it. So, for later, let's paint Cousin Ed. Dead cousin.
Ted is red.
Ted.
See, red Ted.
He could be my favourite character in the whole series. He's just like this great little... He's just one of the family. He never does anything, but you can use him for stuff at certain points. Right, I've got a crowbar, so... Boink, let's get this dime. Let's use it. Let's put the dimes in here. Let's turn on the TV to get some knowledge of where to buy a diamond from for later.
This beautiful 4,000 carat diamond can be yours today with a special rock bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And of course, it's a LucasArts games. It's filled with fatuous references to Star
Ew,
Wars.
it's soaking wet.
Lordy Lou. Now, I'm gonna have to wait for this game to load here. Or it might be when I pick it up. Pick up the coins. Last time I'd say it was about a minute that I had to wait.
1968,
As soon as it goes to the loading screen.
1974. Oh, 1977.
So now we get to sit here and listen to this music going round and round. There's quite a few musical parts in this game that I think are like Mighty Boosh. The music in the series, especially in Weird Cousin Ed's room. So yeah, it's Weird Cousin Ed, I think. Dr. Fred Edison and Nurse Edna Edison. I can't remember if the hamster ever has a name. I don't think the horse does. And then we've got Dead Cousin Ted. So yeah, it's just Weird Ed Edison and Dead Cousin Ted. I find it tough ranking the LucasArts point and clicks. Realistically, my favourites are Monkey Island 1 and 2. Monkey Island 1 I adore. This is probably close second. Well, it's loaded the next screen there. After that, a third. So Monkey Island 1, Monkey Island 2, Day of the Tentacle, maybe Sam and Max. Monkey Island 3 after that. Then Sam and Max. Probably the Grim Fandango after that, which is a superb game. It's just annoying because you have to walk around using the keyboard and select objects sequentially or whatever. I don't think Flight of the Amazon Queen was LucasArts. I kind of enjoyed the dig. I did really like Full Throttle, but I love the graphics, so like the best the graphics got kind of thing. Maybe Monkey Island 3. But, and I did adore Tales of Monkey Island as well. Oh, of course, there's the Indiana Jones games. And the best one, by far, is Fate of Atlantis, but probably my favourite is The Last Crusade. I just spent hours playing that with my dad when I was younger. Oh, we're going to have to watch this happen again right now, I think. Yeah, there's something about Indiana Jones, the game, Last Crusade, it was like one of the first games I played. That and Monkey Island, the first kind of point and click games I played, well, after Maniac Mansion. I never played Zack McCracken. I do have it, I just never played. I played like the first 10 minutes of it, but I should really play it, because that was the first one, I think, first proper one. But I loved LucasArts back in the day. I loved all like Dark Forces. I really like that. It was second for me to Duke Nukem 3D or Duke Nukem 64, whichever. But Dark Forces was a sick game. Just had a proper style about it. I love Star Wars Racer. If that was the title, I think that's what it's called. I think it was either an Xbox or another N64 game.
Whew.
Okay. So, if we talk to him and learn that he needs... We have to talk to him actually first to set it off.
Hey, Dr. Fred. You're going to get really chafed hands doing that.
Sorry, coffee jitters.
Maybe you should switch to decaf.
No, then I'd fall asleep and the dreams would come.
Well, gotta go save the world.
Good luck.
With a bit of dark humour. So, let's use some decaf, which will send him to sleep and cause him to sleepwalk.
Thanks. I needed a little pick-me-up. Must open
So currently
safe.
we need to charge each of the Chronojons, at which point he'll send us back once we've got a diamond.
Must
A real
provide
diamond.
for family.
So we need some money to buy a diamond, and we need both parties to get a battery.
And I thought glow-in-the-dark fake doo-doo was... Poor me. Poor me.
Hey, there's a letter here for you.
Let's
To me?
trick this guy.
Probably another rejection slip.
I think he's like he makes alchemy products kind of thing. It's a bit of a, like in
You're
Gremlins,
brilliant.
the father.
What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
I haven't got on about Baltimore in this game. I don't know if it's near where this is set, or it's somebody's hometown, or if it's near where LucasArts was based. As far as I'm aware, LucasArts, the game company, kind of just came about because Lucas just said, "Come and live on my estate, it's vast." And they kind of lived there, and he said, "Oh, I've got a bit of extra money, I might as well try and do this game thing that I've had these ideas about." And they just lived there and loved it. It's this great life, and they're all coders.
Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary
If you use
nut?
that computer,
Why,
you can
yes,
play Maniac
I'm-
Mansion,
hey,
the prequel to this
Do I
game.
know you?
But I'm
Yeah,
not doing that
I'm
because
Bernard
it's
Bernoulli.
buggy as
I
hell,
broke into
and
your
I'll play it on
house
a different
5 years
playthrough.
ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Here's that music
but
that's
I
like
can't remember much about
my
that
bush.
period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
So what are you up to these days?
Don't worry about me. I'm much
wasn't-
better now. I don't have those bad thoughts anymore. Now I collect stamps.
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
Peace be with you.
Hey, want to see a neat trick?
Sure.
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express stamps. You ruined my Pony Express stamps. Not to mention 5 years of therapy. Get out of my room.
Jeez, what a grump. He should really try to find some outlet for those negative feelings.
Get out of here. Hey, you fixed it. I guess I can forgive you now.
Sometimes I do stupid stuff and I don't even know why, as if my body were being controlled by some demented, sadistic puppet master.
Well, we all feel that way sometimes.
Got the hamster. Let's push an old lady downstairs. See the Dr. Fred's on that camera screen.
Well, you know what they say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
So, recording them.
Dr. Fred Edison,
Short play.
Internal Revenue. Come with us. We'd like to go over some of your records with you. Upstairs.
Let's rewind it. Put it on one play. Press play. And it'll retain the information. And you can go and open the safe. Safe in the previous game as well, above Nurse Edna's bedroom. It's an absolute nightmare figuring out that. You basically got to like fix all the wiring in the house so you can turn the light on up there. Then move something and open the safe. This painting is hidden behind.
Dr.
Just so you can see a tiny number scrolled that you can't read. Go into another area of the house. Use money to turn a massive telescope so you can read it from the other room.
With us.
Cool, that's done. Don't need the tape. Thank you, sir. Which means I can now let's put the hamster in the freezer. Most of the dark humour out of these games comes from putting hamsters in things.
The future of the whole planet.
It's kind of a running joke in the LucasArts games to like harm animals, but then come up with a big disclaimer to say no animals were harmed in the making of this game, which is obviously like taking the mick. They do it with the poodles in Island 1. We do it with hamster later on in the microwave.
Let's see, it's 101 999 57. Look, a three-headed monkey.
Huh?
So, that's a lighter.
I don't see anything.
Oh, never mind.
If you talk to him and ask for a cigar, he usually gives you one. It's a trick cigar, it blows your head off.
Hi there.
What can I do for you, kid?
In this case, I've tricked him.
Nice cigars.
I roll them myself. So, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
So now I've got a free exploding cigar and a lighter shaped as a gun.
Get lost, kid.
The water's all sudsy now.
So now it's going to clean the car, it's going to create a storm. Ben Franklin is sat over to the side trying to get a kite into the air to test electricity. He's going to head inside. He also needs nice material to make a kite out of.
Looks like a big storm. See, this is why I never wash my car.
And if we're given that material with a pocket in it, I can then put stuff in the pocket.
Hey, Ben,
What do you want?
where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics, much like your mind apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
What a genius.
This guy needs something for his time capsule that'll fit. Let's give him this.
Thank you. This is exactly the sort of thing I need for the time capsule. I'll bury it tonight, and it won't be seen for hundreds of years. Future generations are in your debt.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Yes?
Mr. President, may I offer you an excellent smoke?
Can you also provide me with a light?
Sure.
Well, in that
George is
case...
freezing. No, I can't make him cool, but we can make it appear as if he is freezing.
Blast, I hate it when that happens. See if you can't find those for me, will you? There's a good lad.
Could you use these?
Why, thank you, young man. Strange. I wonder if I should cut down on the coffee.
Hey, Tom, look! The father of our nation is cold. Better build a fire.
You're right. Huh? I guess you can have my log.
Me? Why should I build the fire? You build the fire.
I'm bothered by the smoke. You build the fire.
I'm bothered by your attitude. You build the fire.
No, you build the fire, Mr. Penmanship.
No, you build the fire, log lover.
No, you build the fire.
No, you build the fire.
You big baby.
Nice. There's dead cousin Ted again. So we've already given him the oil, we just need to give him the gold and the vinegar. The only way to get vinegar in this game is to transport wine across time, which I've done by giving it to the person to put in the, whatchamacallit, time capsule. The gold, there's a gold pen sat on the table in the front room, but the only way that I can get that is by making everyone evacuate the room whilst I nab it. No pun intended.
How about an amendment that the president has to be a human being?
Please, this is serious business.
You're right.
Lovely jubbly. A lot of the game parts that you have to wander around and watch it are these parts when you have to go up and down stairs without using a chimney. But in this case I kinda have to.
Okay, who was the idiot who started the fire?
It's blocked up with somebody's bed.
And so now Hoagie will have all the parts necessary to create the super time battery or whatever it's called. Super battery design.
It looks pretty clear in here now. Say, did you get the pen on our way out?
No,
I found a blanket blocking the chimney.
Son, do you know anything about a blanket? Didn't the dude next to you have one earlier? Hey, catch you later.
Hopefully you'll play. So I think there's just 2 more things to do with Hoagie.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
It's about time.
I am missing doing a joke there. Where you
Yoo-hoo,
spray
Mr. Tentacle Guy.
ink on him and he thinks you're having a wee on him. Don't feel so good.
Ooh, I don't feel so good.
Again?
Now I can pick this up now. And it will change when it's in my inventory, or I can change it through time and then pick it up and it'll change here first. Don't need the crank, but why not? I can change up here, however, so I'm going to go and waste time coming down here then.
Weird.
There you go. So she is now free to roam the entire game. You don't need to ask the guard's permission anymore.
Hello, I'm a tentacle. I'd like to enter my insignificant human in the show.
Oh my, yes, of course. Take these tags and put them on your human and have them wait on the bench in the lobby. Entrance will be judged in 3 categories. Best smile, best hair, and best laugh.
Thank you, fellow tentacle. Unlike humans, you have been very useful.
Oh, thank you. Believe me, it was my pleasure.
Now all I need is a human.
Yowza! That was one good-looking tentacle.
So I've already got best laugh, I've already got best smile, and I've already got best hair. Let's jump upstairs. Let's have a look in this.
Stupid tentacle.
And here we'll find the wine, which has become vinegar.
It looks kind of small for me. I got something good for you, mister. Mister.
Oh, we haven't done this just
Mr.
yet.
Brainstorm? Yes, hand it over.
Should have gone and got the battery first.
Doesn't this belong to somebody?
Yeah, Red Edison.
Ah. I'm sorry, but the man has no vision. A lightweight, durable fabric like this going to waste down in his basement. When I'm done with it, it will fly. Eureka! The all-season Francocopter, ready to make history.
So, now I've got him back outside. He's got a kite, and the kite's got a breast pocket in the middle of it. So all I need to do with Hoagie now is get Red Edison to make the super battery, then I bring it out here, put it in the breast pocket, it gets charged with electricity when it's struck by lightning. And then he's done. After that, we just need to post a letter and move on to a bit of Laverne's story. I think everything, well, everything's done with Bernard apart from the getting Dr. Fred back. God, these are tedious moments when it does this.
Let's hope so.
Oops.
Lovely.
What part of the word now didn't you understand? Look, it's very simple. I say now and you push the kite. Comprenez-vous?
Actually, I'd like to go think about it for a while.
I'll be here when you figure it out.
What a grouch.
So, let's get Dr. Fred back in this game. I'm going to pick up the rope. He looks a lot like somebody else because they've wrapped him with red tape. I do wish I could jump down there. It's not that bad.
I'd rather not.
So let's swap them round. And once we've done that, we can get Dr. Fred to sign this contract. We can send it back to Hoagie. He can post it with the stamp that he's got. Weird Ed's photo thingy collection. Stamp collection. Perfect. So now we do the old switcheroo.
Thought I heard something. Everything okay in there? Well, try and keep it down, okay?
Nah, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Oof. Dr. Fred, are you okay? Dr. Fred? I'd better get him to the lab. Well, I got him in here, but he's out cold.
Damn good coffee.
Damn good coffee.
I got the contract for you to sign, Doctor.
Sorry, I don't like to sign things that I haven't read.
Oh, forget it. I'll get rid of Purple Tentacle myself.
Oh, yeah? How?
I'm getting Purple Tentacle declared insane and arrested.
That's a good idea.
But I need a note signed by a doctor.
Oh. Hey, I'm a doctor.
We're in luck.
Now he's gonna walk all the way across the room. There's also a point later in the game where you need a vacuum to be in the basement. So let's go and ensure that. Well, that got jarred, but basically Dr. Fred just got told that he's rich. And let's shove this into here.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe somebody should take a look. I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
What's he thinking? No one of any importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps he intends to suggest something himself.
Oh.
Here's a suggestion. It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
Whatever you say, George.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes, it's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately. No? Good, and so shall it be law.
What's a vacuum cleaner?
Lovely jubbly. So, we now have the vinegar to give him.
Ah, the final element for my ingenious battery. Stand back, boy. Give me room to work. A miracle of modern science. It will look lovely here on the shelf until I take it with me to Baltimore.
Don't look now, but the British are coming, dude.
Eh? Where? Is that supposed to be funny? I'm very busy.
So, just need to get this charged, and he's done.
Ready for another brush with destiny?
Sure, why not?
Splendid! Now!
Whee!
Nice bit of animation now.
She's handling kind of funny.
You got it. Just hang on there.
She's too heavy. I can't control her.
Hang on, Ben. Hang on.
She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Run for your life.
I love when they have sort of different perspectives of everything. It makes it all look sort of realer. Oh, this is frustrating. Even that music's a little bit Star Warsy.
Now that was interesting.
Yeah. Say, can I see that kite for a second?
No, I'm taking it back to my lab in Philly right now so I can study the results. Wish me luck. I never got your name.
It's Hoagie, sir.
Nice working with you, Hoagie. I promise to name an invention after you someday.
Gosh, thanks.
Still unaware of any invention other than a sandwich that's been called a hoagie. And let's finish off Hoagie's little quests. Done.
Whoa.
And let's go and do hers.
It looks quite happy where it is.
Where's the guy during that scene? Where's Van Pelt? If you go in there, you see Dr. Fred, but it doesn't really lead to anything. Neither does this. So let's go downstairs. Enter our human. Enter competition.
Well, that's the spirit. Everyone's raring to go. Let's get this show on the road.
Ah, here it comes, my finest hour.
Harold sounds excited.
Gosh, I hope this isn't like the primitive, dangerous microwave ovens of my century. Those things could really pop a hamster good. Uh-oh. That was fun, but only because this is the 22nd century. You see, kids who put hamsters in microwaves back where I'm from get taken away from their parents and put up for adoption. So don't do it. Ooh, cute. This ought to warm him up.
Let's go and win this competition. So he needs a good laugh. Needs a good smile. Needs nice hair. Now we need to get rid of the competition. So, who's the victim here?
Oh, Harold, that's gross.
What are you babbling about?
You really should have told the judges if you weren't feeling well.
Oh, ick! Now, how did that mess get in there? I think I'm going to be sick.
Someone in here not feeling well?
I was feeling fine until I saw that.
Is that your regurgitation?
No, I'm an healthy human.
Didn't you just say you thought you were going to be sick?
That's just a figure of speech.
Do you realize you could have infected the whole show with human influenza?
But I just got all my shots.
You're a good-looking human, Harold, but you know the rules. You're out of the show. What a mess. I hate cleaning up after humans.
And so I said to her,
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best hair?
Oh, all right.
wow, that's the best hair I've ever seen on a mummy.
Thick and full.
And juicy.
The mummy wins.
Agreed.
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best smile?
Oh, all right.
I like the quiet one with the big teeth.
There's nothing in the rules about them being white.
First place goes to the mummy.
Agreed.
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best laugh?
Oh, all right.
Okay, who's got a joke?
Hey, I just flew in from Baltimore, and boy are my suction cups tired.
A classic.
It's amazing how the mummy can do that without moving his lips.
I say we give him first place.
Agreed.
Well, Ted, this is where we part ways. You've certainly helped save humanity. Even though you've been dead for thousands of years, I think you're my favorite Edison.
Thousands? I mean, 400 years either way. Alright, so we've got to get rid of this dude now so we can go downstairs. And after that, we're going to want to get this cat, pretend it's a skunk because the family of Edison's hate skunks.
This ought to be good.
I've never tried using the hamster.
Nah. Well, what do we have here? Looks like a prosthetic rodent. Another specimen.
So now we need to get rid of this guy first, which we can do with the food certificate.
Say, cutie, what brings a hot tentacle babe like you to a dump like this?
I'm here by accident. Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either. Whoa! Dinner for two at Club Tentacle? I can't wait to tell my wife.
You're free.
Free to do what?
Free to run wild through the woods like humans should.
Big deal.
I said you're free. Now get off your fat, lazy butts and start enjoying it.
Enjoy being hunted for the rest of our lives by that mustached old tentacle with a big net? If we ran off, he'd be right on our trail. If we stay here, we know we'll be warm and comfortable. Outside, we'd be eating bugs and moss.
You'll be eating my fist in a second.
The woods are filled with wild animals. Lions, tigers, and skunks. Man, I hate skunks. Hey, look, a skunk.
That was the back of the box cover back in the day.
Here, you mangy human! You can't do this! This is an escape-proof facility!
Who says you can't learn anything from cartoons, hey, kitty?
I don't even know what the purpose of this facility is, to be honest. It's just
Now I am the jailer,
an
and
ex-mansion
you kitty, are my prisoner.
that keeps very specific humans as pets. Well, now I can go downstairs.
I
As we
wonder
saw in
if
the
that
present,
still leads down to
we
Dr.
can see there was a
Fred's
generator
old
there in the
lab.
present. Bernard's time. It's still there. Let's try and use the hamster on it. It's got a defense system. Now, if we didn't have a vacuum cleaner here, we'd be in trouble. Luckily, Augie sorted that out for us. And we're pretty much just wrapping things up here.
Well, look at that sucker go. He just keeps running and running and running.
And we're pretty much done.
Dr. Fred, what do we do now?
We have to buy a diamond and plug it into the chronogen.
Last thing to do, buy a diamond. We've made sure
Wow, Dr. Fred's rich.
that he's rich. We've watched the TV upstairs, given us a phone number to use.
Sleek design, sturdy construction, attractive housing. All in all, a fine phone.
Couch Potato Shopping Channel, Wanda speaking.
I want to buy a diamond.
That will be $2 million. Do you have a major credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
What's the number, sir?
It's 846-427-35327.
Very good, sir. We'll send the diamond by pronto post lightspeed delivery immediately. Thank you for calling.
Now that's service. I'd better get this to Dr. Fred right away.
That should do it. Where did you get this diamond anyway?
It was donated by a group of Girl Scouts who were in the neighborhood.
How heartwarming. According to my instruments, everything is in readiness. Your friends have activated their units, so it's time to throw the switch.
Great! Hoagie! I'm so happy to...
Hi!
Laverne! Wow! I'm so glad you two made it back okay.
I hate to interrupt, but there's no time to lose. Now that you're back, we've got to proceed with the original plan and send you back to yesterday to turn off the sludge-o-matic.
Huh?
Say what?
Now hold on a minute, Dr. Fred. They just barely made it back to our time alive, and I think...
Ha ha! You can't turn off the machine if I get there first.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, guys. This time I know I can stop him.
Uh-oh. I guess we better do something.
Let's go.
No, wait! You can't all go in the same stall. Didn't you see the fly?
We're...
We're some kind of monster, dudes.
Great. Stuck here the rest of my life listening to Bernard talking and watching Hoagie eat. Mom warned me there'd be days like this.
Now, wait just a minute. It's Green Tentacle. What was that, Green? What?
I believe he's trying to warn you about me.
Oh.
We're going to turn off the sludge-o-matic and defeat your evil plan, overgrown worm.
You sorry lot are no match for me.
But there's 3 of us. Well, sort of.
Nevertheless, I mean to crush you.
Yeah?
You and what army?
Why, this army, of course.
Yikes.
You see, I've been busy. These are all versions of myself from the future. I've been bringing them back here using the Chronojon. Together, we will conquer the world. You 10 there. Go to the basement and guard the sludge-o-matic. No one is to touch the sludge-o-matic. Now, creature, I must decide what excruciating tortures to leave them to me. I've been itching for a chance to test out my newly completed diminuator.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Us.
All right, the rest of you come with me. Next stop, The world.
What do we do now?
Whoa.
It wears off.
Aha!
Run for it!
Damn. The battery must not have had time to recharge, but it will.
Shh! Maybe he won't find us.
Yoo-hoo! Where are you, human?
Okay, here we go. So, I want to try and run and open this door very quickly.
How can it possibly... Aha!
Uh-oh.
Take that. And this. Drat.
I want to run back in here whilst we're still small, which was the mouse hole. As soon as we go in size, we're going to pick up that bowling ball.
Hey! Where'd he go? Great! Now we can turn off the machine and prevent all this tentacle mayhem from ever happening.
Well, I'm certainly glad that's over with.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Leaving so soon? We haven't had the chance to get to know one another. You humans are so small-minded. Ha 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 ha!
Eek!
Run all you like, you insignificant insect. The human race is doomed. I've already won.
You're pretty handy with that ray gun.
Center of the forehead every time. Would you like a demonstration?
No thanks, we can't afford it.
It's free of charge, unlike the diminuator.
Just what is it you have against humans anyway?
Humans are our oppressors. They made us live in this horrible motel. They created us in ungainly form, so we could not rise against them. Try walking around with your legs tied together and glue on your shoes. You'll see what I mean.
Sounds like that's all Dr. Fred's fault, really.
I suppose you're right about that. I didn't start out hating all humans, just Dr. Fred.
Why don't you zap Fred with the ray gun for a change?
Perhaps that would be entertaining. Oh, drat.
Surely we can talk this out.
Talk?
Surely.
Wait! You haven't heard the last of me. I'll be back, and the next time, the world and all its piffling inhabitants shall be mine. All mine. All mine.
Okay, little fella. Mail this to Siberia. Our work here is done. Now we can go home.
Well, kiddies, it's been more fun than a jumpsuit full of weasels. Now, kindly get your freakish hide out of my home.
Please, Dr. Fred, you've got to get us out of this mess. We look terrible, and we can't buy clothes off the rack.
I'm getting sort of used to it.
There you
Maybe
go, guys.
we could
Completed
go
the game.
on the talk show circuit.
Like I say, I'm a top
Help
10
us, Dr. Edison.
point and
You're
click
our
adventure
only
games.
hope.
Probably
Oh, all right.
3. Number 3. Dr. Monkey Island 1 and 2.
Idiots! It seems you're not exactly the sideshow attraction you imagined. You're just 3 complete goofballs stuck in one suit of clothes.
Well, I'm glad that's taken care of. Looks like everything's back to normal.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me play the game. Please subscribe for any more content. And I need to figure out what to play next, so if you've got any comments, please let me know what you'd like me to play.